Hello friends, in this practical video lecture, we are going to learn very important terms used in the gears that is really difficult to visualize. Okay, so practically we are going to see what happens in the gearing. Okay, how the motion is being transmitted between the gears, what are the importance of different terminology used in the gear, okay, and how those are helping the gears to impart the motion, okay, that we are going to see in this video, practical video. So you can see here, this is your gear and the gear is transmitting the motion between them, okay, upper gear, lower gear. You can assume one of the gears as your um, the the driver gear and other is the driven gear. Okay, you can see this black spot is very important to understand. So here we are going to see there will be a black spot. Okay, so black spot is actually generated over somewhere here. It means that this is the starting point of contact, and now this black spot is going to travel along a certain line. See, okay, and at this point this black spot is going to vanish. It means that that is the last point of contact. So, if you draw this locus and if you draw this vector which is passing through this particular line, then that is nothing but your line of contact. Okay, why that is called as line of contact? Because the contact is happening along that line, and you can see somewhere there is start of point of contact. See, this is the start of point of contact, and see how that contact is traveling, and at this point it is going to vanish. Okay, you can see it is vanishing. It is going to vanish. Okay, it is vanished. So the distance between the starting point of contact to last point of contact, that distance is called as path of contact. Okay, that distance is called as path of contact. Then another very important term that you have to learn here, the distance between starting point of contact and the pitch point. This point to the pitch point. Which is the pitch point? So that now you have to understand what is the pitch point. So you can see over here in this particular video, you can observe two blue colored circles. Okay, those two circles are called as pitch circles. Okay, pitch circles. So at certain point those pitch circles are going to contact. Okay, at this point you can observe here, at this point these two pitch circles are getting contact to each other. That point is called as pitch point P. Very important point. Okay, this is the pitch point P, so that you have to observe here. Okay, pitch point P. Okay, so this is your pitch point P. So you can also observe that this slant line or line of contact is passing through the same pitch point. Okay, so pitch point is basically is the point of contact between two pitch circles. Okay, and this line, which is also called as line of contact, is also passing through the pitch point that we have already seen in the law of gearing. Okay, so that line is nothing but the common normal at the point of contact. So the line of contact is also the normal to the profiles. Okay, or common normal to the profile, which is passing to the pitch point. If that line is passing through the pitch point, then we can say that those two gears are following the law of gearing or transmitting the constant velocity ratio, and that is very important in the engineering applications. Okay, so this understanding this particular concept is very important. So therefore, from starting point of contact to end point of contact, that part of this line of contact is called as path of contact. So length of that part is path of contact. You can also observe from starting point to pitch point. Okay, from, let us assume that this is starting point, this is pitch point, then this distance along this line of contact, this is called as your path of approach. Okay, and the distance from pitch point to the last point of contact, okay, to the last point of contact, that distance is called as path of recess. So therefore, path of contact is the addition of path of approach and path of recess. Okay, so this concept is very important. So this is very easily visualized here in this particular video, right, that we have observed. Okay, you can see this, you can observe this figure again and this particular video again. So the starting point of contact and end point of contact, right? And this point is passing to the pitch point P, right? So from starting to pitch point is your path of approach, from pitch to last point of contact, that is your path of access, right? Okay, so that we have seen here pitch circles, right? Pitch circle is passing through almost at the half distance of this particular gear tooth profile, right? Gear tooth profile, you can see this is gear tooth profile, and this blue line is almost passing to the half. Okay, that depends upon the module, that depends upon the module. Okay, uh, then you can also observe one more your circle in these gears. So this is that, this gear, this circle. Okay, this blue color circle and this blue color circle, you can observe this blue color circle. These two circles are called as base circles. Okay, base circles. The base circle is passing through the last point of profile. You can observe that this is the top point of the profile on the lower gear. Okay, top point. From this point to this point, it is inverted profile. Okay, this is inverted profile, and below part is in your fillet. Below part is fillet. Now one more concept comes here, very important, that you can observe there is at all no connection or no point of contact between this particular fillet and any part of the upper gear. You can observe. So I will uh, show you this video again. You can observe this point of contact never happens in the fillet area. In the fillet area, you can observe, never happens in the fillet area of the any gear, top gear or lower gear. Okay, in any gear, this point of contact never happens in this particular part. Okay, you can see this part, or the part which is below involute profile. See this involute profile never happens. So meaning is that only involute part is in contact with the involute part. If suppose the involute part get in contact with the lower part, that is the fillet part, then what will happen? Then that is called as interference. This is a very important term that we have to understand here, that is called as interference. Okay, so contact between conjugate and non-conjugate profile. So involute is your conjugate profile, fillet is non-conjugate profile. So if there is connection between involute profile and the fillet, it means that conjugate with non-conjugate, so that will leads to interference. Okay, and we have to always avoid that, we have to see, we have to avoid. Okay, so now we have understand what is the interference, the contact between conjugate and non-conjugate profile is called as the interference, so that we have to avoid. You can also observe that there is always a gap between this top part of upper gear. You can see the top part of your upper gear. See this is the top part of upper gear, and this is the bottom part of lower gear. All right, this is the bottom part. So there is a gap, a small gap between them. That small gap is called as clearance. Okay, that is also very important. We have to always provide the clearance between the gears. Why? Just to avoid the jamming and digging out the material. If the material is being digged out because of the interaction between the gears, what will happen? Then it will lose the strength, it will lose its ability to transmit the entire motion, and it may lead to the failure of the gear and may lead to the accidents also. So we have to avoid that. So therefore, to avoid that, we have to always provide the clearance between the gears, and this is the distance between the these two gears from top to bottom, top of the one gear to the bottom of the another gear. So that distance is called as the clearance. Okay, so that was another important point here to understand, right? So then we also observe that this normal or line of contact is always tangential to the base circle. You can see at this point, and see, observe, you can observe here somewhere at this point, somewhere here. Okay, this line of contact is always tangential to the base circles, always tangential to the base circles. You can also observe here also. Okay, so this is a very good example of very good video uh, of transmitting the power between the gears. Okay, everything is now very well visualized, right? So the line of contact is always tangential to the base circle. Okay, so some very important terms we have understood in this particular video. So I will summarize again. So we have understood here the path of contact, path of approach, path of recess, pitch point, then point of contact, clearance, interference, then uh, the line of contact is tangential to the base circles. Those circles we have seen, fillet part we have seen, involute part that we have seen, conjugate action, non-conjugate action. These important terms we have discussed in this particular practical video, right? Okay, so for this practical video, this is all from my side. In the next video lecture, we are going to see the actually how to draw, how to design this inverted tooth profile using a method that is called as rack and pinion method. Okay, so till then, goodbye. Thank you for watching this particular video. Thank you so much.